some of y'all could really be dealing with people who they say shit they don't mean. And when you pop up on the scene, being that person, if you said it, you meant it, you ruffle their feathers. You expose their demons. And they hate you for it. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story time. So I know you guys know, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, I had moved to LA some time ago or whatever, and I have family there. So I told relatives, let me change that, relatives. And so I had asked my aunt who lives there, like, hey, you know, I'm really thinking about moving to LA. Can I come stay with you when I do? And she was like, yeah. Clock it. Well, I decided, because I had already decided that I was moving to LA. So when it was time for me to move, I'm like, hey, Annie, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to come. She didn't think I meant what I said when I said, hey, I'm thinking about moving to LA. If I come, can I stay with you? She thought I was just bullshitting. She thought I was bullshitting, man. So I go up there and I'm staying with her. So she would invite me places or whatever. But while I would be there, like wherever she invite me, I just kind of felt like this, you know what I'm saying? Like this funny energy, like you really don't want me here. And later on, the Lord God would reveal to me the only reason why she was inviting me places was because she had an image to uphold. So as to say, like, well, I invited her places, you know what I'm saying? I was polite, I was kind, I showed up, you know, introduced her to people or showed her places or whatever the case may be. And that wasn't necessarily with the idea that I would say yes to the invite. It was if anyone ever asked, she could be able to say that. But in all actuality, whenever she was asking me, her hope was really that I say no. You feel me? But me being a genuine person, I truly believed she was inviting me places because she wanted me to be there. So I'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. Yeah, I want to come. I'll come. Yeah. Now, obviously, because I'm staying with her, but on top of that, I'm there for business. Like when I say business, I'm really there to kickstart my business. So this is my only family here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm trying to also get comfortable, if you will, or like more so learn my roots, if you will, too. Because my family is originally from Corpus Christi, like this is my father's side of the family. So my father is half Mexican and black, you know what I'm saying? So even both his parents, they're from Corpus Christi, but my grandfather moved to Compton, and you know what I'm saying, he was in the Marine, so he had a lot of kids everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Papa was a rolling stone, okay? But anyway, so he ended up settling in Compton, though. Willie Roy Hines Sr., okay? He ended up settling in Compton with this Annie's mother, you know what I'm saying? And so he married her. And he spent his life, you know what I'm saying, the majority, if you will, there. And when he finally came back to Corpus, that's when they, you know what I'm saying, they unalived my grandpa. So he died the year that I was born. He died in March and I was born in October. So you could say that this daughter, my Annie, had more time with him because he lived in Compton versus when my father and my uncle, being his oldest kids, you know what I'm saying, were born or whatever, he stayed with them for a short time. And then now he's, you know what I'm saying, everywhere else doing everything else in the Marines and here, there, and everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So she got to spend more time. So I'm thinking to myself too, like while I'm bonding with her and her mother, which is his wife, I'm also getting to know my grandfather, you know? And so, like I said, she was inviting me places and I would say, yeah, but I would notice while I would be there or whatever, it just would feel very uneasy. But I you know what I'm saying? The humble don't stumble. You get what I mean? I'm still moving with grace. And you know, towards the end of me being at her place, her son had invited for me to, say, rent out one of his spots in Venice. So I'm like, cool, perfect, you know, because I could already tell that my Annie really wasn't settled. She really wasn't comfortable with me being in her house while I got myself together. You know what I'm saying? So he makes the offer. So this is another time where you get to see again where people are used to, you know what I'm saying shit they don't mean, and when they meet somebody who if they said it, they meant it, it throws them off their equilibrium. They have no equilibrium. They're fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They fucked up. So he makes the offer. He invites me to, you know what I'm saying, well, you can rent out my place in the Venice or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. I go home. I come home to Houston, right? Because I'm originally from Corpus, but I've been in Houston since 2000. So I come back home or whatever, get myself together, drive back to Cali. And there was, you know what I'm saying, some turbulence, if you will, because he was unresponsive for a little. I'm like, what's going on? Why isn't this nigga answering the phone? You know what I'm saying? I've already told him that I was coming back or whatever. But this is just how people will underestimate you, and they're not used to people being very direct, upright, and saying what the fuck they mean. So when I finally get on the phone with him, because I'm talking to my auntie, and my auntie is basically telling me how she felt like I wasn't truthful. And what she said was, I won't call you a liar, but I'll just say that, you know what I'm saying, you didn't tell me everything that was going on with you, which is, again, this is a story time. I'm very big on not sharing all of my plans and what I'm doing with everybody. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm in her house, but I don't necessarily feel like I gotta tell her everything that's going on with me, because I'm figuring it out as I go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can I tell you what I'm doing if I'm figuring it out as I'm going? Like, I'm putting it together. You know what I'm saying? Period. So that can make somebody uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It can make people uncomfortable. And I understand that too, right? Because you feel like, well, I don't know how long this person is going to be here because she don't even really got no answers, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I understand that. Basically, she was just saying that I wasn't a good communicator. I took that lick to the chin, like, okay, I probably can do better about that. I can do better. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize. Like, okay, you know, I apologize, but this is what it was. I was just trying to figure it out. So I can't really give you answers that I ain't got or whatever. So she get her son on the phone, the one I'm moving into his place, and she like, you need to let her know what's going on because she already on her way back up here. So I get there. He finally tells me, whenever I get on the line with him or whatever, he finally tells me before I get there, oh, I'm still staying here. But he made it seem to me that the place was a rental, like that this was a property that he, you know what I'm saying, he was renting out or whatever because he was into Airbnb type shit. So I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, it's just gonna be me there because he told me it's like a 1-bedroom. He gave me all of, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, cool, this is perfect. It's the area, it's right next to the gym I'll be going to, blah 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 blah. This is perfect. So he tells me that it, you know what I'm saying, well, in all actuality, I'm still here and it's me and my son. So, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to be sharing the space. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that isn't necessarily what you told me, but this is what I mean when I say, like, people will give you an invitation, people will invite you places, but they don't necessarily think that you'll take them up on the invitation. They just want to pretend to be polite or pretend to be a savior, pretend to be a help and in that situation. So it's like, well, I offered, but they really don't expect you to take them up on the offer. You feel me? So I'm like, and when you do take them up on the offer, now you expose what they really felt, you know what I'm saying, their true character. And so in that situation, he didn't have no rental property, you know what I'm saying, like, at least not that one. So I'm standing in this 1-bedroom studio type place with him and his son, and I'm thinking, okay, well, he's finna move out because this is what he's telling me. Well, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at other places for Airbnb or whatever, my son, whatever. So that shit went south quick because he never really intended to do that either. But again, like I said, when people, my God, when people meet somebody who, when they say it, that's what the fuck they mean, and they themselves are not that type, but they say shit they don't fucking mean, when you come along on the scene, it blows their mind and they cap, because niggas was motherfucking capping. And I revealed, me being there, exposed that those people didn't have it the way they tried to make it seem. You know what I'm saying? And that was, you know, I became the problem. You feel me? You feel me?